Okay. Walhalla Long Tunnel Extended Mine. There we go. Long Tunnel Extended Gold Mine. Walhalla.
地下洞里面的那个外星人啊。
哎，对对对，它有几层的，你知道吗？因为我们现在是在第一层。
We go through?
I don't think she'd be too worried. That's for the mind guy. He's in front
Yeah,
of
that's
us.
it.
我现在想哇，一个洞出来，以前那个时候呀嘛。
那就行，画黑的。
No, it's not bad at all.
No, it's not, but I think if we were short sleeves, it might be different.
Earlier it was fresh.
Two minutes or so to walk that distance. It took the Hercules Mining Company 2 years to dig their way from where we entered there to about here. 2 years, hard work and blisters. This is what they're digging with. This is known as the hammer and trap method. This is known as this is just a hardened steel bar. On the end of there's a little four-sided cross. It's very worn down and covered in mud. But these people are working here 24 hours a day, 6 days a week, only resting on a Sunday. One man would be holding this steel bar like that. The other man would be bashing that as hard as he could. Every time he hits it, the other man would just give that a turn, strike, turn, strike and turn. Every time he turns it and is struck by the hammer, that little four-sided cross is in a different spot every time, and it's just crushing the rock in a different spot every time. Once they finish all those 20 holes, they fill those holes up with black gunpowder, which is the only explosive they had in those days. High explosives had not been invented. It goes in with a warding and a fuse. They light those fuses, exit the mine, come back in after the explosion, pick up all that rubble and start again. They're only digging away into the mine about a metre per week. The contract was 25 shillings per foot of rock removed. That's equivalent of about $7 per metre. That $7 was awarded to all the miners. Oh, should I say, that was divided amongst all the miners. You got $1 and about 20 cents for your 6-day hard work labour. So these miners are not very happy, the shareholders are not very happy, but anyway, nothing else to do. Just keep digging, follow the reef all the way down to the south end and up to the north end. They work here for 5.5 years. They spend all the shareholders' money until there is nothing left. They do not make a profit. The shareholders have lost all their money, the mine's broke, they have to sell the mine. It's now bought by the Long Tunnel Extended Gold Mine. The reef. It's already got a bit of a tunnel here. Put that main drive nice and straight for another 100 metres into the hillside, put a huge vertical shaft straight down, and the angle of that reef and that vertical shaft will taper down till it intersects.
Okay.
Hopefully they're going to find that reef. That's what the plan is. They managed to raise £57,600 of shareholders' money to start this mine in 1871. That's about $50 million on today's terms. That's a huge amount of money. But there's a lot of people, other mines are doing really, really well. There's lots of people who want to invest in these mines and see if they can improve their capital as well. So that's what I intend to do. Any questions here? Okay, so the year is now 1871. We've progressed 6 years into the mine and we found the reef, but we didn't get enough gold and we haven't made a profit. Shareholders are not happy. Okay, we're going out this way now. The other two have already gone past.
Well, at least it's nice and cold, isn't it?
We're now 230 metres in from the entrance, but it took the Long Tunnel Extended Gold Mine Company 4 years to dig their way down to here using a hammer and tap method. Very, very slow going. But thankfully, as gold mining, as things improved with their digging tools in 1875, they started using pneumatic tools, air-driven tools like this jackhammer here. So these jackhammers here, they work really, really well. They worked so well that the biggest problem they caused was dust. Remember, you're working into that small tunnel there, a jackhammer's creating dust, there's no free-flowing ventilation, you're inhaling that dust in. A young man starting on a jackhammer like this at the age of 18 years old, he is most likely dead by the time he was 28 years old. 10 years and your life was gone. Well, you're just totally incapable of working. But thankfully, as gold mining was going on all over the world, somebody in America invented this drilling bit here. This drilling bit here is very similar to that one, but it's got a small hole in this end here. See that on the light? And it goes all the way through to the tip. So a small amount of water was injected through there. That was to cool that tip and make that tip last longer, which it did do. But the best thing it did do is it stopped that dust. It turned that dust on a horrible grey sludge that was splattered all over the miner. So the time he finished his 8-hour shift, he went home with his clothes filthy dirty, but a lot less dust in his lungs. So he's very happy about that. So on his way home, he'd light up his pipe and fill up his lungs with tobacco smoking. Here to put boilers on the inside of the mine. Those boilers look like this little diagram here. They're actually Cornish boilers used extensively in their tin mines in Cornwall and England. Well, those boilers work very similar to the same as the steam train. They're filled up with water, a wood fire is lit up one end, so that wood will actually heat that water until it turns to steam. That steam under pressure will run an air compressor. With that compressed air, they run their jackhammers and other machinery in the mine, pumps and winches and things like that too. So that very first boiler is right here where I'm standing here. You can see some of the old brickwork here. It's all part of the foundations of that boiler. That boiler sitting here for a 24-hour period would burn somewhere between 5 and 6 tonnes of wood. Actually 75 kilometres of tramway tracks around Walhalla bringing wood to these mines. At the end of the gold mining period, there was not a usable tree standing around Walhalla for 8 kilometres in any direction. The whole lot was completely gone. As you can see now, there was plenty of trees around the hillsides. Actually, there's more than we need because this vegetation has grown actually crazy in the last 3 years. But they did log those trees in the 1950s. Most of the trees you see standing around Walhalla now is only probably 60 or 70 years old. So what we're standing in now is our main chamber, or what I should say, what is left of our main chamber. This chamber here, from the chamber where we left, was originally 43 metres long in that direction. So we're only about standing at a quarter of it, the rest is collapsed and we're obviously not going in that area there. It's all been timbered off to make it look safe for us. So this is the extension of the boiler section. Number 2 boilers behind that brick wall there. There would have been another brick wall right here, and number 3 boilers in that section there remotely standing. Number 4 and 5 boilers, vertical boilers here. You can see a lot of the old brickwork, the old chimney vents and that there, all part of the works of these boilers. That's the main chimney over there. That chimney goes 150 metres all the way to the surface. It took 3 years to dig that chimney, most likely using a small jackhammer going up. They could not afford to try to come down and miss the spot. Imagine if they come out here somewhere, for example, a chimney in the middle of the roof. They had to be over there, a small jackhammer going up 150 metres. Great job. We'd like to be a gold miner. The water quality actually improved quite rapidly. By the end of 1883, this mine had produced 40,000 ounces of gold. So when they found a good jackpot, they had a very, very good jackpot, which actually saved this mine from bankruptcy the second time around. What it was like a gold mine those days, it was much, much different than it is today. Do you reckon there's a lot of water in the mine? You try down there when you're standing knee deep in freezing cold water for the whole shift. Okay, thanks very much for coming along. Just push that gate open and you'll be free to live in the sunshine again. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks.
No, you're all right. You've got the puddle there. Come on this side.
Very good, young fella. Thanks very much. Get my head right now. Did we walk past that before?
Yeah.
We did, didn't we? So it worked, didn't it? Yeah.
Very cool for me.